So fascinating.
Okay. What's Up Fool Podcast? Welcome to the What's Up Fool Podcast. We got Frank Castillo here chilling, man. That's
Hell
it,
yeah.
right?
The champ.
The champ, Rodrigo Torres over here,
What
looking
up?
like a big ass ninja. We got Lisa
With the
over here,
black.
looking like an assassin. It looks cool on her, man. Like she don't look like she's trying to avoid
My
people.
glasses are fogging up, though.
I ain't gonna lie, man. She's wearing that, but if I didn't know her, I still gonna come to her and go, "What's up, babe? What you hiding under that mask?" Some fools don't care though, huh?
People don't give a fuck, though.
For real, man. Like if you could be laying down with 7 bullet wounds, and Joy Medina will still lay down there with you, trying to invite you to her show.
What you doing Friday, 7:30?
I'm
You
homeless.
ain't bleeding that much.
Homeless no
Sorry,
more.
our YouTube
Yes.
thing failed because we were supposed to stream live on YouTube today. I can't talk with this thing.
Let's get off.
And for the first time on our channel, but we have some problems with the YouTube server blocking us. So we're going to try for next week, but no promises. Sorry.
Technical difficulty.
What's up, fool? Coronavirus is out there. Stay away from Italy. Don't watch The Sopranos, The Godfather.
We'll go to
Don't watch anything Italian. Don't watch Jimmy and Joey.
No Mamma Mia.
No Mamma Mia.
Olive Garden.
No Olive Garden. Also, man,
Not Italian. I guess.
Buca.
No Buca.
no Buco de Beppo, people. But that's where the shit started at.
Spaghetti Factory.
Also, man, has anybody made a meme already about I couldn't find my mask, so I put this little this sexual rubber ball in my mouth?
No.
That would be hilarious, dog. If somebody walking around with a GIMP
The
mask.
GIMP mask would be better, yeah.
Just a ball in their mouth and 2 small balls in the nostrils.
Hilarious, dog.
Little
Somebody
balls.
just fucking duct taped his mouth.
Dude.
Shout out to Martin Rizzo. Him and Stephanie right now are in Hawaii. And he said that there's a lot of people scared, but not that scared like they are in California or anywhere else about the virus.
Yeah.
And they get a lot of Asian people going into Hawaii, in and out.
Yeah.
I think you could buy stuff with a yen in Hawaii.
Yeah, you can.
But also, Hawaii is like a dope place to get coronavirus.
Hell yeah, bro. Sometimes when I think
Sun.
about the coronavirus, I'm thinking about, you know what? I could lose 70 pounds fast. Imagine, man, I recover. Shit, watch out, eh? I'm gonna be fucking Chris D'Elia stunt double, bro.
Aquaman, dog.
Fucking life rips, bro.
You have a whole new career.
For real, bro. I'll be Chris D'Elia standing, bro, if I were to lose 75 pounds. What up? Ooh.
You got to get really
Jennifer!
start stretching.
All right. We're back, cocksuckers.
Karate chop to the throat.
You know what's funny, man? When I tweeted that I'm not worried about the coronavirus because I've done cocaine off the floor. I've done cocaine off toilets, you know, and I never got sick. And I remember one time Joe Diaz took out cocaine out of his balls. And he did it all, bro, like in one shot. And then ordered a burrito. You were there, bro.
Like a bag from
How
under,
bag, bro.
okay, from underneath his balls. Okay.
Just dust.
Yeah, it was.
dusted
He
them off.
just fucking like got it and was just.
That's one thing
snorting.
about him and a lot
Security
of other
deposit,
big comics.
cocksucker.
A lot of big comics, like they could carry a whole quarter of weed, bro, between their thighs and their balls.
Yeah, Ralphie used to take weed
Wasn't it
like
QP
that. didn't
underneath?
he? This-
Yeah, now you can just put it in your carry-on and fly out. You know.
Oh, yeah, out of LAX, dog.
Depending where you're at, bro, you can be flying out Nebraska with that shit, bro.
No, flying out of another state's a whole different story. Flying
Tackle your
into
ass.
another state.
Ask Toby Hicks.
What you talk about?
Just a reminder, anybody out there, man, that visits California, don't be trying to come over here with your weed from your cheap ass
Nah.
state. Like, don't be coming out here with no Louisiana weed. So, you know, that El Paso weed, leave it in El Paso. Like, if you live in Colorado, don't bring your Colorado weed in California. Just don't bring it over here.
There's nothing worse than like, it's always great when you're on the road and someone gives you some weed. You're like, oh, dope, this is good stuff. But it's always weird when someone gives you like bad weed. You're just like,
Oh
it's
my
almost like an
God.
insult.
They
You're
give
like,
a lot of it, though.
yeah, a lot of
I was in Corpus Christi. I got handed red hair, dog. I haven't seen red hair since 2000, dog.
Were they good?
Fuck no. Well, I wouldn't even give it to a rabbit, dog.
Dude, Corpus Christi was the first time I ever smoked
Thanks for
brick
looking out for
weed.
slippers.
I can't get them high.
What happened, Frankie?
Corpus Christi was the first time I ever smoked brick weed.
Yeah, that type of shit.
Yeah.
Brick pack Mexican.
Brickweed is all we had in Ohio.
Yeah.
All in the 90s, I'd say. 90s and early 2000s.
That's the only weed I used to see back then.
Yeah.
I feel like Joe Diaz, bro. When the Houston Improv opened, 2002, I guess, when the Houston Improv, I went to the Houston Improv, and this guy, I was there with 2 other comics. I gained 15 pounds that week. 15 pounds that week, bro, from smoking that horrible weed. And it was always bad because the guy said, no. All you need is $60. And I should have thought about it. Oh, this shit is... Now I know, bro. If somebody's gonna give me a lot of weed for $60, I'm gonna always say no now.
Yeah.
Pillowcase.
So this fool
They give
showed
you a
up.
headache.
He showed up with a lot of weed, bro, and it was all stress, like bad weed, bro.
Yeah.
It was like there was no green in it, no red. I wish I had a red hair, bro. And it was so much that at the end of the week we gave most of it back to him because we didn't finish it. Like I was rolling up, like Cheech and Chong joints, and
It's not getting high.
I was getting high while it was on, bro. But once that shit turned off, I wasn't high anymore.
Yeah.
And I ate a lot of food too.
Yeah.
Kill that taste.
You're trying to fill that, whatever that is that you want to get high, you're trying to fill that with something.
Yeah.
'Cause you're not full yet from the weed, like.
For real, man. I was there like in a patio looking at my homie, and I was like just laughing, looking at him, bro, with his fucking trench coat. I was there with Armando Cosillo, and he was puffing too, man. And I knew that he was puffing, that shit was not good.
No, yeah.
Because this guy never smoked weed, bro, ever. But he's puffing, I just tripped on him, man. He was wearing a fucking leather trench coat, bro.
Mondo?
Yeah, and it was hot.
How big was that trench coat?
It was big, man.
That's a big trench coat. They had a lot
Every
of
time he
leather.
moved, I heard move.
It wasn't like the fucking Easy Up
see
cover. Dick.
It was like a Trans Am bar, bro.
Horrible weed, dog. That's why they call it dirt weed.
Yeah.
Fool. It's like
Yeah,
dirt.
man, it was bad, dude. But now I know better. But back then, I knew it was bad.
Do you think for all the people that died for that brickweed, it would taste a little bit better? You know what I mean? You're like, families died over this shit? Damn.
But that dude, to this day, he still sells that shitty weed, dude.
Oh, wow.
He has customers like
Old
lined
fools
up.
buy that shit because they'll die if they hit good weed.
Yeah.
Like you see, like I will see like people like from who live probably in there's a comedian named Juan Villarreal. He's a ghetto ass fool.
Tejano.
Yeah, man. He's the kind of fool
He makes
that
his whole living in Texas, right?
yeah,
And the majority
Doing comedy
of it.
all around Texas.
all Texas.
King of the Valley, all that shit.
Yeah.
And those dudes, like someone like him, he rolls up that type of weed, but smokes blunts all day long. Like chain smoking that cheap ass weed.
But that shit you don't even inhale, dog. You see those fools, they don't even inhale that shit. They just blow it out right when they smoke it, dog.
It's like their cigarette alternative.
Yeah.
Somehow that weed had the habit of making only one tooth yellow.
Well, that's what happens when you smoke a cigarette or a
Or
joint all the time.
that's the only tooth that's real. I know a fool that has one real tooth that is yellow. The other ones are fake.
Why you gotta bring me up?
I ain't even talking about you, relative.
I know when I got my little partial thing, my little bridge that they did, she was like, I said, I don't want to match my current shade because my teeth are coffee stained, and I was like, but I'm gonna get them clean next week, so give me a lighter shade. And she's like, are you gonna keep them clean? Because it's gonna change.
That's fucked up, but like,
And,
real good.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna try.
I'd be like,
I'm gonna try.
if I got new teeth, I'd be like, yeah, can I get them a little bit more
But I
yellow?
love coffee. I cannot keep the coffee away.
You like those chicks just for the coffee with the straw.
I know, like the red wine. and
Man,
stuff.
Oh my god.
whenever like I get close to people, like the meet and greet, some people tell me, wow, your teeth are very white. And I think, wow, you haven't seen my bottom teeth. You ever seen when that fucking dentist was practically on top of me scraping?
I don't put
With
my
the
knee in my
shovel.
chest.
Do you visit the dentist regularly? Your teeth are pretty straight.
Yeah, I have pretty straight teeth. I need to go back.
Straight
It's been like
teeth
2
or
years.
crooked teeth doesn't mean you don't go to the dentist.
No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I,
I
have
never
a
seen
cavity.
I never seen teeth like that shitty, like glow in the dark. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Most of the people that I know have teeth like mine, man. Where you bite an apple and look like 3 people bit it. Like you don't go to a dentist, do you?
Every 6 months.
Yeah, he
So
goes
you
all the
bored?
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
fool.
very.
You never
we've
miss one?
talked about his oral
Maybe,
hygiene.
but I would go like the 7th month. It was always
Yeah,
like.
we've talked about his oral hygiene.
I've gone
he's
11
flossing
years
all the
without going
time.
to a dentist.
Even
At a time.
Roxanne was complaining that one time. She's like, trying to talking about something, and he's like, "Did you floss?" Like he'll ask her. Sorry, you go to the dentist and
fucking
what?
worm in
Did you
between
floss?
the teeth.
I water pick.
I want to
I,
start.
I
Say
do the
it's a
high.
bet.
I
I
do
wanna
the high
I want you to
velocity.
start
water.
recording
I
this
want
so
to
I
start
can see
water
it.
picking.
My cousin
What?
does that.
I do the water picking with a little peroxide and a little
thinking about
mouthwash
it.
mixed in.
Oh, really? I want to start doing that.
I have a
I have
water
to drink my
pig, bro.
coffee.
I have a water pig
We
because
have the high volume.
they told me
one.
to get a water pig before I
high
even met
speed.
her. But I was embarrassed to say, what's a water pig?
I didn't know what a water pig was.
I just heard it.
I thought it was something rich people dealt
and
with.
then I- and I-
Honestly,
and I-
I didn't
and I-
know it was something we could
When I
make
heard
my
I-
life easier.
Something I can afford. That's
Yeah, it was
hilarious.
like $40. You know.
when I heard
Really?
it, when,
Well, the one we have is like 80.
Oh,
when I heard it on Seinfeld, you're not getting away with my water pig.
Different
I'm
one.
like, show the water pig.
You know what I thought of the first time? I was like, how are they going to pick it if it's just made out of water?
Oh my god,
it's like a bidet.
Rizzo.
that's a Rizzo answer.
It's like a bidet for your mouth.
For
Yeah.
a split second.
Oh, Zier, bro.
It was here.
I
Did you
do-
hear the last episode when he talked about
Yeah.
his name, his tagging name, or whatever?
You tag when you were little?
Me? No, my cousins all did. I was the
Went
one
to
that
that little
watched.
phase.
I watched out, made sure no one was coming.
Oh, you were the
lookout.
lookout.
Yeah, very important job
can
being
still
the
go to
lookout.
jail for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
But I was such a sweet kid. They'd be like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just hanging out." I was like, "Oh, okay, he's cool. He's not no trouble."
Shout out to Rudy Vega. Rudy Vega, who is the last member of the Metawachi. He's not a Metawachi no more, bro.
Yeah, he's on.
They gave him the Warachi.
They are. What's the name? What's the name, dude? Rudy.
Metalachi? Oh, his name.
Rudy Vega. He thinks you're sick, bro.
What's the name?
You can't got to be
the name.
taking every precaution.
Carlos Lopez, what's up? Carlos Rodriguez. Monique Avelar. Jason's toothpaste is way better than dentist. Ha ha. Highland.
Well, cavities. That's not always. You can practice really great hygiene and still get a cavity
Oh,
because of the
way you're built, right?
your mouth, the saliva and the contents of your saliva can cause decay faster. My brother generates more tartar than the average person,
'Cause
so
of
he
his
has to
saliva?
go every 3 months to get. Yeah, so I don't know if he goes
gotta
every
go
3
every
months.
day.
My brother David, he has to go like every 3 months. That's the ideal.
When I floss, it looks like shish kebab.
Ew.
Give me a little gyro.
When I floss, it looks like a shit.
Casarín.
My friend.
Oh my god,
Isn't
that's
that-
so visual.
Pull out a little steak on, little pork chop.
They call me kookaroo.
Was that medium rare? Hell yeah.
They call me zanku chicken.
Have you heard the story about the Zanku chicken
Fuck, you kill the
family?
whole family. off.
How
Yes.
ridiculous is that?
Isn't that a crazy story?
That's the craziest story.
When did
So
you read? When did
sad.
you find out about it?
When I ordered the number 2, and I was sitting there. I'm sitting there eating.
You want to
food.
see the owner, huh?
You're
I was sitting there
Googling?
eating with food. My wife was like, "Oh, this is dope. What kind of place is this?" And I look it up, and I'm like, "Holy fuck!"
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, I don't think there's a living owner of that place. I mean, the living relative anymore who owns that place.
So who killed who?
Well, if you don't want anybody getting money, kill
yeah, yeah.
everybody.
I can't remember, but I think the husband killed the wife first. or
Yeah, and then there was
something
like,
that, right?
the
And then
brother
a
also
brother.
died. Yeah. My wife loves shit like
Wasn't
that.
somebody found in a dumpster? One of the family members, I think. I can't remember if that's right or another murder. I'm sorry.
Bro, that's wild.
Hey, how about that lunatic from East LA, Boyle Heights, dog, that promoter?
Oh, we gonna talk about him, bro?
Oh, we could talk about it.
Oh, bro,
I already told him to his face like he had problems.
Oh yeah, he threatened to
Dude,
kill me.
you
It was
killed
great.
me when
No way.
you posted
It was
that
great.
shit, dog.
It was great. It got back to like Red Band and a bunch of other people.
Oh, dude.
Managers from agencies hit me up. The head of Comedy Central hit me up about it.
About him?
Yeah, he was just like, he
What?
was like, yo, that, he was like, good. He was like, this is the most entertaining thing I've watched for the past 3 days.
What happened?
Well, he would
The
listen-
dude in Boyle Heights.
Yeah, the guy in Boyle Heights.
How did Comedy Central know?
I don't
because
know.
they all follow me on Instagram and stuff. So I posted about
They
all
can't
Name
give me a
dropper.
special.
yeah, for real. I was just
Everything
like,
but
Give me a
that.
show.
Yeah.
Everything but that.
I hit him up. I was like, so does this mean I'm on Clusterfest? What's up?
So you guys are paying attention to me.
Yeah,
huh?
that's dope. But yeah, no, it was so like all the comics, a bunch of comics will hit me up now and they're like, yo, he's asking us to do shows. Should we do it? I'm like, no. I was like, if you want the time, fine. But if you value yourself as a comic, he's making money off of you. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it. You don't owe anybody anything, you know? So it was just so funny.
Yeah, we did a Spanish show because we needed more Spanish shows.
Is there a mic?
There was a mic and an amp.
A condenser mic
right?
from like the 60s.
Yeah, it was not a voice mic. Really.
I saw George
Not for
Perez do a
that.
show. They're like, fuck that, man. There was no mic.
Yeah, eventually they just started shouting to the crowd. It's a small enough room where you could do that, but who wants to do that? It's so unprofessional. But we got there. I made sure the guy was going to pay. I said, Felipe's not taking any money for this show. So I want you to take at least $50. Feel free to give them more, but at least $50 to these 4 comics. No problem. We got it. You got it. Thank you so much. I said, you can charge what you want at the door. I don't care. So we get there, and then he's talking to me in the green room about how he's pissed at all these comics being, disloyal and taking other shows in Boyle Heights and doing other shows. And I said, you don't have a contract with these guys, do you? Like, he said, no, but that's ridiculous that they're going to do a show over there. And I said, that's not ridiculous. They're free agents. Like, this is what they do all around town.
You are a lunatic, sir.
Yeah, why would they have to change their method of the way they work? Oh, it's just disloyal, and the bands do it too, and I've discovered all these bands. I said, you didn't discover those bands that you're mentioning. Like, we knew about them before we even heard your name. He doesn't even live in Boyle Heights.
Nah, man, he's
from Norwalk.
Norwalk,
From
dog.
Boyle Heights.
Walk your ass back on down there.
I discovered the Sinceres.
Right? And then Tropa, he acts like he knows Tropa. We've known Tropa for years. I was like, what? And then he goes,
Before they were called that.
before they were called Tropa Mágica. And I said, look, and I was trying to set him straight, and then I realized he was drunk. And I was like, I don't want to talk anymore. And Foros was laughing back in the corner. Anyway, then after the
Eating
show,
all the tacos.
after the show, he tells me, Rodrigo comes up and goes, this fool wants to pay us on Venmo afterward or whatever. Like, he wants to pay us. He doesn't have money tonight.
Killing me.
He's all, when the Eventbrite deposit is into his account, he'll pay us, which was the following Thursday.
I turned around and I said, you're not paying these guys right now? These guys should have $50 in their hand.
You don't have $150 on you.
$200.
As a promoter,
$200 is a promoter. Come on, you got to go to the. You have to have that much to
Times
make
are
something
tough.
happen.
Oh, absolutely.
I
and-
thought the economy was great.
But I was like, you're not paying them. These people are used to getting paid the night, not a week later. This is a bar show. It's a room. It's not a club. You don't have a comedy club. This is a comedy club. One day this is going to be, dude. You have a workout room that doesn't have a PA
Exactly.
system. This is a room, and. We already discussed this. We negotiated, and I said, I want to make sure that all these people get that Venmo money. And then I got on you guys to make sure you got in touch with him that day that he said it was going to be paid. I was so pissed. If I had cash on me, I would have paid them myself,
You know what's funny?
and then had them
After you
him
walked
owe me.
away, he came up to us. Who told her that you guys
Yeah.
are getting paid tonight?
He was mad that
so
he got in
funny.
trouble. He
So
was
funny.
I
mad.
said the Tooth Fairy, bro.
Yeah, bro. When
Who told her?
bro, when
Like,
he
you
called
scold
me
me,
and
dude?
was like threatening
like you're
me,
in this with him, in the same boat with him.
I could not stop laughing. I'm really bad when it comes to like, because I've had like stepdads and all that stuff like yell at me my whole life. So it's like,
I thought you had a real daddy.
yeah,
for comedy.
yeah, and it's all, so and like unless it's like my dad, like I could honestly give a
Exactly.
fuck less. So like when a
Fuck,
dude's
dog.
like, I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you, I was just laughing
can't wait, dog.
uncontrollably, and I was like, well, you know where I'm at, you know what I mean? And it was just so fucking funny. But that Venmo shit that I did was like, that was hilarious because. So I put his Venmo on my Instagram, and I have like 10,000 followers. So I told everyone to request $15 from him because that's how much he was charging for the show. And apparently, a lot of people did it to the point where he called the Comedy Store and was like complaining about
What a
me.
bitch,
He was like,
dog.
he was like, he goes,
Like they're your boss?
yeah. He was like,
I'm gonna get him out of here.
he was like, people are sending me Venmo requests and they're being mean, and I just started dying.
Fool,
I
you're
was
like a
oh
fucking
my God.
47, 48-year-old man.
Bro, dude,
Maybe,
this
but-
shit made me laugh so hard. And then he was like, I'm going to sue him for defamation. And
Yeah,
I
he
was just
said he's gonna,
dying.
sue, he's gonna sue Rizzo.
What?
I got my attorneys on you. Attorneys, you were over there trying to squat
have
and
an
they kicked
attorney.
you out.
Yeah, bro. If
He
you,
was
Yeah.
living there.
Oh
you
my
can't,
God.
You can't pay
He was?
comics.
Yeah, and they kicked him out because they figured out what he was doing.
Yeah, you can't
That's
pay.
why the AC bill was so
Yep.
high. He was actually living there. Sorry, go ahead.
You can't pay comics. What makes you think you're going to be able to afford an attorney?
I know. He can't afford an attorney.
Dude, it was hysterical.
Man, he got in touch with us the first time. He was dropping Rizzo's name, and I was like, "Oh, Rizzo, you know this guy?" He said, "Yeah, but you know."
the little head, huh?
Yeah, like he's annoying to me too. But he started talking about a movie he wanted to do based on all these East LA bands and all this stuff, a documentary.
Yeah.
And or no, it wasn't a documentary, it was a narrative, and he wanted you to like start the script, I guess. I was like, wait, Felipe doesn't write scripts. Like that's not something he does.
It just writes itself.
Yeah. And he was like, so you're passing up this opportunity? This is before I knew him. And I was like, yeah, I guess.
I'm
I
about
just
to fall
ignored
in
him.
a chair right now.
Dude.
No, I
Yeah.
ignored that phone
I got
call.
almost behind me. Bro, I got a lot of people behind me. They're 20 miles behind me.
He had nothing.
Dude, it was hysterical.
He had a lot of endeavors out that night. A lot of ideas.
Too much cocaine, bro.
Yeah, man. The
I don't know
behavior.
about cocaine, but he was drinking a lot.
Yeah, the behavior definitely reminds me of like an addict or someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
desperate, just very desperate. Like, you know, did you watch Gemstone? What was it? Uncut Gems.
Gem?
Yeah, yeah.
That shit's hard, dog.
It's that desperation.
I'm going to pay this gig with another gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncut Gems, Boy Heights.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah, you could have Uncut Gems
Uncut
with a
Heights.
comedy promoter. That guy who was crying that one time when he couldn't pay, he had to pay you.
Wait,
We
what?
were out, where were we? Out by Riverside or something,
Yeah,
right?
uncut stems.
What happened? He cried?
He was crying because they didn't let him have the show. Why? Because people
Oh.
were dressed like cholos and
Oh,
stuff?
there was
And it was
lot
a
of-
nice restaurant.
There was a nice restaurant. And
With
there
a
was a
lounge.
lot of like, I don't know, man. Were the people from Riverside?
I think so.
But
Corona
they were like
area.
trailer trash paisas. No, trailer trash Mexicans and trailer trash
That's
white.
Riverside Corona.
Trailer trash. No, dude.
Yeah.
They were wearing, a lot of those food standing in line were wearing shants and they
Yeah.
were in their 40s, dog.
Yeah.
Damn.
And there were Birdman looking fools.
Yeah. They were veterano types.
And
older.
J-Rock
yeah.
looking fools, Caparillo looking fools,
They
dog.
exist, dog.
And that dude came out and saw the audience, and there was a lady smoking a cigarette outside
That's the
complaining.
owner, yeah, he
missing a
saw him.
tooth. He goes, no show. They ain't gonna buy nothing.
No show. Fuck.
Yeah.
They're
So
gonna
the
buy you a
guy,
tooth.
so the guy had to go to the ATM and still pay us.
Oh.
He's paid us though.
I
That's
think he
great.
was literally crying though,
Yeah.
right? Because he had to pay
But
all that
that's
money.
a
He
risk
didn't make
you
any.
took.
I
Yeah.
guess
He
the
was
risk-
crying
If
also.
you're a promoter, you gotta have cash in your pocket.
He was
ready.
crying also because they canceled the gig on him too.
Yeah, that sucks.
He had told all his friends were standing in line.
Dude,
He
this.
had to pay the DJ. He got chairs. Half of the
Bro.
neighborhood was there.
Oh.
These people that are standing in line, they're the type of people that get really fucked up in garages.
Yeah.
They're really good at darts.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
they're like
One-handed
Yeah,
sports.
man, they're good at.
Horseshoes,
Bowling.
darts. Yeah.
Yeah, man, they're good at miniature golf.
Skee ball.
And they love long shorts, bro.
Stories of
Almost pants, huh?
And their favorite, like these fools were like, yeah, man, they love living like free, bro.
Yeah.
Loungy.
Like these fools get the type of people that get. I have neighbors like that before. Like they work every day, but every night they get fucked up.
Oh, absolutely.
But you know what? They get up every morning at 6 to go to work.
Yeah.
They don't miss work
Like
because they
coffee.
know if I'm late to work, I can't get fucked up every
Exactly.
night. Like our last neighbors, bro, they will get fucked up.
Yeah.
But when on payday, they'll get more fucked up.
Yeah.
That guy will go with his paycheck to the liquor store, and he'll find like a shopping cart somewhere, and take the shopping cart all the way to the liquor store, and fill it up with beer, dog.
Oh, you're talking about our neighbors
Remember
with the 40
that dude?
ounce, the
Yeah.
recycled, all the 40 ounce containers. And was it a weekend? That's what filled that shopping, filled with 40 ounces.
Yeah, and then dude, what's in the police did a walkthrough of Echo Park and took everyone out, and that fool yelling from his third floor, nobody could see him, fucking Nazis, fucking Nazis. And then my stepson was like 4 or 5. He goes, yeah, we want to use the park too.
Oh, they were blocking
Isaac.
off our street
And
or something.
I think we
crying.
gotta get the cops too.
Yeah.
What's up, fool?
You
we
encouraged
We want
that.
to use the park.
Hilarious, dude.
Dude, that's how
You see fools like that, right?
Fucking all day, dog.
You know, you have friends, dads.
I think they were supplementing, like they had a disability check coming in. Somebody had a job.
I
Somebody
remember
else
a
had a
fool
part-time
that would
job.
get a disability check and then for like 3 days they just go on a ranger.
Yeah.
Damn.
Have that little fucking disabled fool with that floppy arm right there partying with him. He bought all the beers.
My uncle and his son, they're like career. They both work at the gas company, and so it's like my uncle and his son. And that's like their whole thing is like they go to work, clock in their hours, but on the weekend it is fucking party time. So like when my dad comes, it's me, my dad, my cousin, my uncle. That Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are fucked up. Just drinking, watching the game, barbecue and shit. It's the best.
I know there's a comedian in San Jose named Pete Munoz.
Oh yeah, dude, that's
Pete,
I
family.
partied with that fool's dad.
Yeah.
His dad is like that broken leg,
Yeah.
bro. Still doing bumps.
Dude.
Running around, all tweaked out around the house. And he goes, Felipe, I gotta go to sleep. Here's 2 bumps and a 6-pack.
You have to go to work the next morning, right?
Yeah.
That's
They fell
insane.
asleep around 3, and I left at 4 because I was not. What am I gonna do? I gotta go nowhere. I went back to my hotel room, and those dudes went to work at 7:30.
Dude, that's so. Pete Munoz is the homie. His family actually grew up with my
They'll
family.
take care of you. You go to San
Yeah,
Antonio though.
Yeah, my dad and his brother's uncle. Like, I remember my mom came and saw me do stand up with Pete Munoz once. She saw Pete Munoz and she was like, "Wait, is that fucking Tony Munoz's fucking nephew?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "That motherfucker." She goes, "I used to throw shoes at Tony Munoz when he would bring your dad home after the bar and then be all fucked up." And I was like, "Oh, that's hilarious."
His Uncle Tony, the little skinny dude, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So me and Pete would do stand up, and like we'd run into each other, do stand up in San Jose, and we'd like, we knew each other. We knew each other like vaguely, but we didn't realize that our families had history. So it was just so funny that like of all the people to meet and of all the places that it's like, oh, of course we're both doing stand up, and our parents used to fucking party hard together.
That's funny. When you were
San Jose's
partying over
hardcore,
there,
bro.
San Jose
he called
hardcore,
me
bro.
from his dad's house, and they were all drunk and loaded. And he goes, because Pete was calling himself Pete Moon back then,
Yeah.
as his stage name. And then I guess his dad was insulted, right?
He was assaulted. What is this Pete Moon shit? I gotta hear.
He said, "It's Munoz."
There's a lot of moves.
He said Munoz.
There's a lot of stars.
Dude,
on the
Pete's a
woman.
killer. He runs a lot of good rooms in South Bay too. He's doing a lot of good stuff.
I
for
had a room that paid for like 10 years, 11, but that room no longer there. But I don't know who, and then like the Liam's was what, for longer than 10?
Oh, so like going on like 13 years now.
Yeah, they ended already, right?
Yeah, it's done.
And how long has he had Woodlands, right?
Woodham's, it's been there
Forever, dog.
yeah, it's been there for a while. Woodham's in the Caravan Land.
Woodham, he had forever on
2009,
Monday,
right?
right?
Yeah.
That's like if you go
He had
there.
like 30 comics sign
Yeah,
up,
Yeah.
right?
And
It's
there's
a lot.
8 people in the audience,
Like,
like
some
just
of-
4 regulars.
those
It's great.
people on that list, some of them go on to be in the Ding Dong Show, bro.
Totally. You're gonna be living out of John Barris's trunk.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I look at the list and I see like names that I'm never gonna hear again, like Adam Fosher, you know,
Yeah.
People who are trying it the first
or
time.
Eddie Fowler, you know, Rogelio Nunez, or Jose Lowrider Munoz, whatever. They all have nicknames, but that was it. But most like those people, like you know, like when you do comedy a long time and you only do one room.
Yeah.
You know, like these guys, not Pete, but the guys there, that becomes your love line, bro.
Yeah.
Your lifeline, bro.
Yeah.
It's like going to an AA meeting or
Yeah.
going to bingo.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
It's your
Dang,
social
dude.
network.
your social
and
network. Like when I had my
everything.
Wednesday night room, there were people there that went on and had families, but they still went there, bro.
Yeah.
How about Anthony, dog?
Yeah.
Oh my God. There used to be a guy,
A blind
a
fool.
blind Armenian, bro. That fool ended up doing stand-up comedy.
He lived
That's
nearby,
great.
right?
Yeah.
Next door.
Yeah.
With
Next
his
door.
mom.
He used to be a truck driver, bro, but lost his vision.
Yeah.
Meningitis or some shit.
And that dude, just by watch, but by listening, he ended up doing stand-up comedy. And also,
Nyuk, nyuk.
yuck, yuck.
He lived in a
Yuck,
trailer
yuck.
park.
This crazy ass dude is probably, he has like,
I see them, dog.
he's autism.
Yeah.
He has, but
More than that.
one of those dudes that doesn't, but he's not the smart ones, you know, he don't memorize.
He's a good
But-
man.
It's not a savant. He's
No,
a
wait.
smart one.
I take that back.
Random crazy shit.
I will take that
He
back.
didn't do anything with the
His
team.
autism was this.
do anything with the
His
autism.
autism was this. He memorized everybody's bits.
Oh.
Anthony too, because of the ear.
For reals. He'll be like this, like I'll be up to the stage and everybody tells somebody, "What's up, how much?" And then I'm saying, "What's up, fool?" when he says that. Or he knew when the devil, Jeff Garcia, we're gonna do a bit. "What's up, puta?" That fool walk around with the cigarette, walk around and say, "What's up, puta?" He'll start imitating the comics, doing their bits while they're doing their bits.
Key like punchline to the bit or whatever it was, dude.
So his autism was being the worst heckler.
The worst.
If you like,
You're right about that.
Though,
His autism was being
Yeah,
the
man.
worst
Like
ever.
people.
What's
like,
your powers? What's your autism powers?
whether it's comedy night or a karaoke night or a trivia night, people like it becomes a hot night.
Yeah.
People just keep coming.
Yeah.
Keep coming.
That Woodham's is like that. It's so funny. My
You
dad.
did a room, right? Tell them more about it.
Woodham's is in Stevens Creek, and it's so funny because it was actually at the
Stevens Creek.
outside of San Jose.
Yeah,
right?
it was the bar. The bar was right next to the restaurant I used to work at when I was a teenager. But my dad, whenever he like misses me or misses comedy, he'll go and just watch and support, and it's the funniest shit.
Oh, that's.
But I remember I went to do the mic once, and like some guy he's a comic just starting. He was like, "Holy shit, that's Frank Castillo!" And he like asked my dad to introduce. It was the funniest shit. My dad was like, "What?" Like my dad got so not weirded out, but he was just so blown away that someone was like excited to meet me, and he was like, "Oh, my son's not like that at all. Just go say hi to him." So it was just so funny.
Son's him.
Yeah, he was like him. Yeah, just go say hi to him.
He ain't a killer like me.
He ain't
it was
doing
so
anything.
funny.
Go talk
Yeah,
to him.
yeah, dude.
I think how Birdman got started at Woodlands too.
Yeah,
That was his
Yeah?
first. His open
The first
mic.
time?
Wow.
dude. My dad loves Birdman. It's so funny. He's great.
Fucking Birdman. Last time I seen him was Santa Cruz. Huh?
Bro, Birdman is so funny. He's like he just comes in the clutch. I
Hey,
remember
bro.
he drove my dad to Los Angeles
Got a
for a
tight
roast
3.
battle. And my dad didn't have a ride. He just drove him down. I was like, oh, dude, this fucking super cool guy.
That's funny.
It's hard to make diamonds.
He rode him on his motorcycle, bro.
Yeah, both of them.
Now.
His arms around the waist. It was great.
I still want to know, man. I want to ask Birdman, how the fuck you get a Harley?
It's a nice
you
one
ever
too.
question fools
I
like
love that
how you?
motherfucker.
But you want to ask them like, how?
He's like,
How
won it in a dice
He
game.
knows how
But,
to whittle wood, dude.
But I don't think does he pay rent? I don't think he pays rent
He lives
or
with his mom
anything
too,
like
dog.
that, right?
Live with mom.
He's got-
I don't think he does chores either.
No, I mean, any income he has just goes to whatever he wants. At that
Birdman,
point.
one of
Like
the
a kid.
houses that always smell like one of those fabric sheets.
Food and
Oh,
starch.
yeah?
Yeah, like that.
I imagine it smells like grease.
It's
in there,
hot.
Food grease. Yeah,
Yeah,
that place looks tiny. Have you been in there?
I've been in there,
His mom's
man.
house?
I sat down and man, it was like one of those. He had one of those quicksand couches.
Oh yeah.
When you sit down, man, you hurt your spine.
He got compression on D3 and D2.
For real, man. His couch turned into a dentist chair.
That's just an old ass couch, dude. People still have them.
It's
dude.
old, bro.
Always at
Like
grandparents'
all they
houses.
do, like instead of buying a new couch, they just throw in a new clean blanket over it, bro.
Put a board underneath when the springs break. That was my
Oh
family.
my god,
That's so
I
funny.
hated
Dude,
living in my house.
Lisa and I, when we were living in a studio in Lucas,
Funny, dude.
we had a fucking futon that
We had 2 futons
didn't
that
even
became.
fold up anymore,
Yeah.
bro. We just have it on the floor.
That was our bed then.
Yeah, so we had a couch connected to the futon. That's it. One room and a bathroom
And a toddler.
and then the window to look outside. Bro, you gotta be 9 feet tall to look out that window.
There was only one window that faced outside,
You know, my
and it was in
shoulder-
the bathroom.
Whenever
Yeah.
sometimes I hear like paisas fighting, Mexicans, they're fighting.
No, I know.
There was that Mexican bar around
Yeah,
the corner.
around the
Paisa
corner.
bar.
So I would stand on top of the sink to barely look,
Yeah.
and then I put little Ike next to me, and like tell me what's going on. I don't know, but I hear a fight.
We didn't even have Wi-Fi. That was the only entertainment. We had no Wi-Fi in that
Dude, it was
apartment.
little.
We were so broke.
It was a little ass pad, and then one time my daughter came over, and Lisa cooked. It was hot.
Oh, it was so. I cooked. I
Summertime?
made enchiladas,
It was hot.
and it was hot already. And
Bro,
so our whole house
the whole-
was like, and there was nowhere to sit except on our bed.
Make yourself
Why
a
did
little
we even
space.
have
Bro,
anybody
I
over?
love those stories. I
Oh,
love
dude.
those days.
It was more embarrassing than this, dude. Lisa was like, it was hot, so Lisa opened the door, and
It's not like we see your daughter all the time.
So
either,
Lisa
so
opened
I
the
felt
door,
bad.
and it was one of those places, bro, where like if I'm sitting down watching TV, eating a bowl of cereal, people, I'm gonna watch everybody pass by, dog.
Yeah.
And they could see into
So I'm
our-
eating cereal, waving at food, trying to watch TV. Yeah, okay.
It looked like an old motel.
We
is really
already
how it
said
was.
hi, right? And dude, there was a lot of little kids outside. They were all playing, whatever, and then like. So for some reason, my son, he brought kids in the house, and of course those kids asked, "Where do you sleep?" He goes, my bed is the couch. So he pointed out proudly.
Oh, that broke my heart.
He pointed out proudly on the MTV crib, like my bed is the couch.
This is my couch.
The little fools are probably, damn, he has a bed.
Yo.
Bro,
Well, there
Let me
was
tell-
a,
upstairs,
up above us.
upstairs,
I felt
bro.
So bad for that girl.
There was a one girl. She was 15,
Yeah.
teenager, and they had bunk beds. And then there
They
was
had 2 sets of bunk
two sets of
beds.
bunk bed and a queen bed.
Yeah. And that's all that was in there. It was a studio.
In the room?
And they still had parties.
And, well,
People still manage.
They don't fuck
man.
around, dog.
I went up there to look for Isaac one time. They're all sitting on their bunk beds watching TV.
You gotta live, bro.
And then the dad in the front too.
It was like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like when everybody's in bed like that, but they're just sitting on the beds. But there's nowhere else to sit because it was such a small place. The room was smaller than this studio, you know. And then there's a little kitchenette and one bathroom.
And then,
There
bro,
were
to
5 people
fuck
in
it
that
all
apartment.
up, sometimes I will go smoke crack, dude.
His house is too hot.
That's how
Take my
fucked
gas
up.
money.
Like I
too.
knew back then, bro. I knew how to make shit worse. Bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I knew how to make shit funny and know how to make life worse for me.
Those were the worst times.
But what's
I have
that
to
worse?
say.
You're
The
like,
worst
man,
times.
this
Bro.
is really tough. It's really hot.
Bro.
I think you smoke
Bro.
some crack. You
It
take
was
take
really
the edge
bad.
off.
Bro,
Really
I
bad
knew my
time.
life sucked when I was outside smoking a joint and I saw one of those Mexican ladies working out outside in the parking lot, bro.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
running back
She
and
was
forth.
going back and
And
forth.
it was like a prison inmate, bro. Like that people walk with 100 feet and back, dog.
That's where that girl was having
Not
her
even 60.
practice
It
for
was not 60.
quinceañera.
It wasn't 100 feet,
She was
right?
like a yard bird, huh?
I don't think it's 100.
Bro,
No,
they were-
it wasn't even 50
They were
feet.
practicing a quinceañera, bro, with parked cars.
Yeah. Yeah. And a hill. And it went up the hill.
They went door to door asking everybody not to park today because we're gonna have a reception
I
here.
felt bad.
So nobody parked their car, bro. They're doing the quinceañera reception. It smells like oil.
Right. It's all right. I need you to line up on the oil spot.
Look how bad a neighborhood we lived in, bro. President Obama showed up
To the high
and
school
locked
next-
us all in. We
yeah.
couldn't go leave our house.
Yeah, no cars
Like,
going
we
over
couldn't
now.
go to work. We couldn't
They didn't
do
even
nothing.
notify us because we didn't matter.
It's hilarious, dog.
Oh my god.
It was bad. Man.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it was bad.
I saw Harrison Ford though from my window one day.
Oh really?
He was filming a movie called The Crossing Guard across the street from, like, right in the building, dog. So I looked up and he was knocking at somebody's house. And man, and right, you know, I've been that close to movies, dog, all my
Han
life.
Solo, dog.
Bro, oh, here we go. I saw an episode of fucking The Different Strokes that I haven't seen since the first time I ever saw it.
Oh wow.
Lisa showed it to me. And I remember watching it, bro, and watching that Mexican actor in that movie, in that scene. I said, fuck. And, you know, people say representation doesn't count. It don't count if you see your people every day,
Yeah.
you know, but
Yeah.
I don't
Which
see
is
my
normal,
people
bro.
every day. So
100%.
I saw, what's his name?
Sal Lopez.
Sal Lopez. He was a bully.
Yeah.
He was trying to get money from Gary Coleman because they bet on a horse and the horse lost, so they had to beat up Willis for it.
Yeah.
And I remember watching that episode. His line was, "Oh, he's telling Gary Coleman he's a mutter. He wins during the races. He's a mutter." And I remember Gary Coleman telling Willis, "You gotta use the money. He's a mutter." And then somebody else uses that line in Seinfeld. His mother was a mutter.
Yeah, his father was a mother.
Father with a mother. But I remember watching Sal Lopez. He's young, bro.
Yeah.
He's in his 20s.
Probably 20,
But I remember
21.
watching that shit going, I want to see more of him.
Yeah.
And that's how people, when you see some of yourself on TV,
Yeah.
you feel good,
Yeah.
dog.
Absolutely. That's the thing with like stand up. Like, I didn't know I could do stand up. I didn't know that was a
Yeah.
thing for me,
Me
or
neither.
that Mexicans could even do it until you see someone do it, and then you're like, oh shit. It's kind of like when they're like, you don't know you can move out of the hood until someone does,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh shit. Oh okay. Oh, I can do
I
this.
can do this.
Yeah.
Like when Tracy Morgan talks about moving out of the hood for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
like I could feel it, you know, like he moved at night. Like, yeah, man, shit, you gotta move at 3 a.m. Motherfuckers are asking where you going.
Yeah, they want to know. Yeah.
Because I remember, bro, when we moved into the project in the daytime, everybody helped us. Half of that shit was
Yeah.
gone,
Yeah, they
bro.
want to know what kind of stuff you got. They're judging you. Yeah.
They giving you bad news. Oh, this is where the homie died right here. What's up? Well, you got shows coming up?
Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna
touring, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be opening up for Pauly Shore in Florida.
Buddy.
We're doing everything, bro. We're doing
Badass.
Naples, Miami, all the big spots.
All in one like
Yep,
month
10
or
days,
a few
14
nice.
shows.
We're
Very
talking
excited.
about him.
He's a very Florida guy, right?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a big
Florida,
market
like
for
when
him.
we were here, he was telling all the little towns
Yeah.
that he kills it at. Like,
Yeah, dude.
In Ohio
Yeah.
and little
Yeah.
towns.
And then when I open up for him, it is a shock for these people. Holy shit.
Who brought the Jew?
No, dude, I've had
Pauly's the Jew.
I
They're
had
gonna look at him as a Jew. They're gonna be
No.
a surfer.
That's
weirdo.
true. That's
I had
true.
I had an
America's
8-year-old
little
white
white boy,
guy, an 8-year-old white guy in like fucking
8-year-old?
Hickory, North Carolina, come up to me and be like, "You were hilarious." I'm like, "Thanks, man." And there's like a pause, and he just looks at me and goes, "I had no idea Mexicans could be so funny." And I was like,
only seen
"Holy
one."
shit."
Hillbillies love good comedy.
Yeah, bro. And then I'm opening up for Bert on his theaters in March. I'm doing first weekend of April and then the last weekend of April.
It's good that you're getting experience in theaters because not a lot of openers get that experience.
And man, is it?
You know, it's
a whole different timing and noise.
Whole different timing.
different types of jokes.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah. It's not like you can't do club bar jokes.
Nope.
At
Because
that place.
also, man, you gotta know because if
And you gotta have your A game.
Yep.
and you gotta know how to use that A game.
Yeah.
Because you throw in that little A joke, ah!
Yeah.
You gotta wait for that laugh to end and take your time.
In a bigger space. Yeah.
My mistake was I to rush through fast.
I was the same way. Yeah. I went up with Joe for my first time doing theaters. We did like 6 of them, and it was like 2 years ago. And I think that was the first time that, like, out of the 6 shows, I think by the 4th one, I was like, okay, I can do this. I'm not like nervous. I'm freaking out. Those first 4, I did fine, but I knew inside I was like, I could have done way better. Yeah, it's just a lot of learning.
Like when we went to we did the shows in Atlanta the first time, there were like Thursday crowd like 12. No, 35 people or 10. No, 30. You can't have a show, but I remember the Comedy Store in La Jolla.
Numbers are all over.
He goes, we're gonna have a show, and then she looked out. There's 7 people. Yeah, we're gonna have a show. 7 was the limit.
They have a 6 o'clock show on Saturdays. That's the one that's all. Well, Thursday was light, but the 6 o'clock Saturday show that they're determined to do. There's always like 30 people in the audience. They don't care.
I like watching like the comics that go before me when it's 25 people, because they're up to going, man, they know there's only 25 people, so they're like the laughs are not that there.
I love
you have
that
the same
show.
energy.
Yeah.
Right at first, but the second time we go back, the same comics that didn't do so well was 20. Shit, brother, patting them in the back. They're following them on the way out. And they're over you, right?
Hell yeah,
Because
dog.
you learn, bro.
Yeah.
I go up there, bro, and I lie to the audience, bro. I tell them, you're here for the second show. You fucked up. The first show was packed. They don't know.
Yeah.
They believe it.
Yeah.
I got a development deal on the first show.
Gotta develop.
I didn't even want to do this show. But you learn that from the store, too. When people say it's sold out, how about those times when it ain't?
Yeah.
And you got to go up there, bro, on fucking Sunday at 10. Nobody showed up.
Yeah, man.
Another headliner, they know. Because let me tell you something, man. The Comedy Store is packed, but these motherfuckers who listen to the podcast, who listen to Suck Up Everything, they know when Joe Rogan ain't there.
Yeah.
They know when Joe Diaz ain't there. They know when Hinchcliffe ain't there. And let me tell you, man, those are the nights you see Frankie there going up at 9.
Well, 12:30, 12:45.
12:30, right? And you can tell the difference, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But now it's so crazy because Joe was even saying it's like there's so much fans of the process where it's like you used to be up, you go up 12:30, 12:45, and you're like, fuck, I'm going up in front of 3 people. Now, like last night and then Sunday, there's still like 20, 25 people, and these are like fans of comedy.
I think that
like,
might be unique to the
it.
Comedy Store right now because the Comedy Store, because of the podcast hosts being there all the time, you get that kind of crowd who's more into the process, more into the behind the scenes. Which I would have when I lived in New York. That's all I went to was those underground shows. I didn't like the big shows.
Yeah, the fans that I get now are insane. Like I had a guy come up to me and he was like, I've watched you since you got the job here, and I've seen you progress to what you are now. He's like, and I'm a huge fan. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Cool.
That's cool.
What's up, fool? I'm going to be in Midland, Texas, Noel Wagner Performing Center this Friday. And the following day, I'm going to be at the Austin, Texas, Moody Theater. They canceled South by Southwest, but they didn't cancel our show. Because you know why? Because we're badass like that, man. Coachella, California. Guess what? They canceled the Coachella Festival, but they didn't cancel our show. Because we're in a casino.
I hope not.
Shit. Casinos, the AC is so strong, it kills everything, even bad breath, man. Spotlight 29 Casino, April 4th. Be there. Also, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, April 9th through 11th at the Bricktown Comedy Club. That's right. Even I never heard of that place.
It's
Bricktown
brand new.
Comedy
Come
Club.
on.
It's brand new.
It's owned by the people who own Tacoma Comedy Club. Yeah.
Nice.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Shout out
Norwest family.
to Adam Norwest and his cool-ass family. Jacksonville, Florida. Comedy Zone. Oh, my God. We're going to be trying out all new material on that show, so get ready for that shit. That show's already sold out in my head. Right, bro?
We haven't even put tickets on sale.
My line, dog. And
soon.
we're going to have on that show already, it's already booked, Rodrigo Torres, Martin Rizzo, Johnny Roque, if he leaves that red jacket at home,
That's
he
his
could
bombing.
go.
That's his bomber jacket.
Yeah, his bombing jacket.
This is
man.
bombing
I
jacket.
never thought of that.
That's fun.
Downtown LA, Belasco Theater, it's sold out, man. April 29. Oxnard, California, with April 30th to the May 3rd. Levity Live, people. Also, don't forget to watch me on Gentefied. Also, you guys missed a badass show last Tuesday with myself and Frank Castillo, Eric Rivera,
Martin.
Martin Rizzo,
Ana Valenzuela.
Ana Valenzuela.
Ana.
I met her. She's cool.
Ian Lara.
Ian Lara.
Carlos. What's his name from Gentefied?
Carlos. Just Carlos.
I can't remember. Just Carlos.
Eric
Of course, it's
Rivera.
Carlos.
Of course, it's Carlos. And the whole cast of Gentefied.
And Chris Garcia was there.
Chris
And Chris Garcia.
I think that's it.
It was a good show, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was packed
I think
to the
everyone was dating every Mexican on stage.
That's right.
Had a wife.
Had a wife.
Every
Every
Another.
comedian on stage was married to a white woman. That's why you couldn't get on the show.
And then
you know.
Anna's boyfriend
Was a white guy.
Yeah.
And Martin Rizzo is Filipina. No,
She's white and Filipino.
White and Filipina.
Yeah. Rodrigo,
Brownish.
your dates?
Oh yeah, March 21st in San Diego at the Glass Corner Cafe. Yeah, man.
I have a confession, not a confession,
What happened?
but something that has blown my mind. Right? Remember how I was talking about Maria Conchita Alonso in Aliens, right? Well, Maloso Zacatecano, you know that guy on
Eagle.
Instagram, yeah.
Dallas.
He schooled me, and I've seen this movie a million times, and I told you how Maria Conchita Alonso was in it, right?
Yeah.
And he said, I had no idea she was in it. So I went and looked at it again. And it's not Maria Conchita Alonso. It's Jeanette fucking Goldstein. And I don't know why my brain always made it seem like it was her, Maria, but this is the same woman.
She's in Alien.
She is in Aliens as Vasquez.
Wow.
Wow.
Look how
Ozark.
different she looks, man. This is her in Terminator.
Yeah, who she got
And
killed.
that's her, yeah, and that's her in Aliens. And my whole life, I thought this was Maria Conchita Alonso. I don't know why I thought that, but isn't that crazy? It blew my mind. I had to go look it
Just
up.
as
And
good
everybody
as
said,
Viggo Mortensen.
huh?
Could totally
Oh, you mean
switch it
like,
up.
yeah, switching it up.
fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Isn't that amazing that that's the same woman?
Yeah.
Range.
Crazy.
Range.
Crazy.
Yeah, range.
My whole teenage years were.
Well, she lives down there, though. That
I know.
Tanya
That's
Estrada.
her now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's her.
Banging.
Isn't that crazy though?
Still got it.
Oh my God.
This supposed to banging.
Shout out to Slaughter before Slaughter, people. Oh, fool. I did a Spanish show last Sunday right with Paul Rodriguez,
You know what,
Ichi
Rafa?
Peter Loria.
Oh,
What?
his name is Peter Loaiza.
Peter Loaiza. Paul Rodriguez. Tanya Estrada was there. Martin Moreno. And these two fools I met from somewhere else. Forgot their names already, but they were there.
They did the show?
Yeah, one of them had like a nickname. And one of them had memes from somewhere.
I don't think they were on the flyer, so I don't know.
Yeah, they were on the show. It was a good show, man. Paul Rodriguez was there, bro, doing Spanish. He had long hair with a mustache, bro. Looking like an Armenian, bro.
He's doing a play or
He's
something.
doing a
Oh,
play.
yeah? Hell yeah, dude. That fool's tight.
Yeah, that guy's dope.
Should have been a
Good
brand new
ball.
car, a Chevrolet Camaro.
All right.
They cornered that fool, bro. Everybody asking for photos.
I bet, dog.
As soon as we went up on stage, people were yelling out movie lines, bro.
Really?
And that's what I yelled out at.
Yeah, Derek Slifer says, tell Bert no Spanish special, stay in his own lane. No máquina.
No máquina, they say, máquina.
How do you feel about that as a non-Spanish speaker? How
What?
do you feel about a white guy, even though there are white
Is
people
Bert
who speak
doing-
Spanish?
is Bert
but
doing
I think
Spanish?
he's trying to do a little, maybe a half hour or something.
Wow,
like
that's
that.
Bert is?
awesome.
I heard that.
I know Segura was. I mean,
I saw a clip of a special on Netflix. It
Yeah.
comes out this week.
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah.
his English one.
Yeah.
Yeah, his Spanish one's video. I mean,
That's not even going to shoot until after yours.
I
comes
think.
out.
It's always so tough where it's like, how do I feel about another person doing something in another language? Where it's like, well, Mexico's having a huge comedy, like
Sure.
they're having a whole new thing going on. It's like, I think it's like the more we can comedy can go to other countries. That's fine. Like if it'd be different if I think he was like, if he was just like, I'm just taking the culture. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's me as a white bleeding heart liberal, but I feel it's a little odd. My first reaction is, ooh, I don't know.
and by the way, I get that. I get that
Get
too.
those Latin bucks, bro.
But I also think of like, it's like, you know, if he did it in French or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, would people get weird?
Right,
It's
but
like,
would you
No.
go learn French, or would you go learn French so you can go perform in France?
I mean,
Or what
I would learn.
I think you would.
I would learn Spanish so I could go perform in Mexico.
Right,
but I do
part
get
of your
what you mean.
culture, though.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
part of
Como
your
tal algo
history, and
Yeah.
you know, I don't
German
know.
dog.
Even if you don't know how to speak
I
it
learned
now,
German.
but
I
you
also
did learn German.
But also, like, I know Bert so well, and it's like he takes out Jesus, me, and so many people. So it's like, I
oh
just think
sure,
it's, yeah.
I'm not saying he's
No, absolutely.
he's culturally appropriating, I
course,
guess,
of
but
course.
it feels a little odd
Yeah,
to
yeah.
hear it.
Maria
I would be
Conchita
more
was-
upset if it was Jeremy Piven doing it, and then I'd be like, all right.
You don't say
fuck.
bad words on this podcast,
okay,
dog.
come on, yeah. It's like, oh, okay.
I think people felt about him doing comedy in general.
Yeah.
not-
Usually, when you're accused of sexual assault, you stop doing stand-up. You don't start it.
That
You
was
know what I
like
mean?
that's the place where he went to escape
yeah.
the sexual.
People were offended
Wrong.
by Will Ferrell playing that Mexican dude, right, in that movie.
The Canción de mi Padre or something
Right.
like that. Yeah.
Was he
You were
playing a
talking shit.
Mexican though?
Oh, it was Casa
Casa
de
de
mi
mi
Padre.
The
Padre.
whole
Yeah.
movie was in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he learned
I fucking
Spanish.
love that movie.
Yeah,
though.
and that's
I laughed
Shit.
a lot at
Mexicans
that.
talk shit about Bob being Puerto Rican.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you right now, man. People are pissed off right now, all late about Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
They talk shit about him being Puerto Rican, but they never talk shit about what's his face
The
being
same thing,
Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really talk shit about him being Filipino. It's
I
like they
heard a lot
accepted
of
him
Mex-
right away.
Yeah,
though.
but I heard a
Yeah.
lot of Mexicans talk shit when that movie
Sure.
came out.
Stand and Deliver
Same
seemed
thing
a little
with what's
odd.
her
with him.
name with J-Lo playing Selena.
Yeah, I know people got upset with
They're
that.
like, dude, I ain't watching that
She's
shit.
Tejano.
But
and that-
I
understand.
do get what you mean by that, and yeah, no, I do. It's shit like that happens, and I immediately I'm like, ugh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it.
How about Peter Sellers playing that Chinese guy?
But what if there was
There you
like what if there was
Sherry
a podcast
Chan, right?
where it was like a Mexican comic teaching another comic Spanish? Like, is that a podcast where everyone get super
Como
upset?
decir
Yeah.
el chiste. Didn't Brando play Zapata?
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, John Wayne is Genghis Khan.
That's a
Yeah.
weird one, bro. You see his eyebrows?
I mean, did you see his Genghis Khan?
it's horrible, bro.
That's when they were putting the Duke in anything.
yeah. He's such a great actor.
The last
We gotta wrap it up. We gotta get out of here.
What's up, food?
got-
Thank you very much, man, for coming in. Frank Castillo.
Thank you so much for
clutch,
having me,
Rodrigo
bro.
Came through in
Torres.
the clutch.
The always beautiful Lisa Esparza right here. What's up,
Except
fool?
for this haircut. I don't know.
It's great.
I like you. You look an
This
assassin.
color. Not so sure. I'm not used
Have
to
a
it
great
yet.
week, guys.
Oh my.
I'm glad I was able to get that Jeremy Piven dig in.
Hey, dude, you know who cuts on him that makes me laugh all the time? Is fucking Skakel.
Bro, dude, I was there when he got challenged. When he got challenged at roast battle by Earl, and I was sitting